Hey folks, Philly Boy J here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make crispy fried shrimp. What you're going to need are deveined, uncooked jumbo shrimp, and we're going to season our shrimp with a little salt. We're going to be using a little Old Bay seasoning. We're going to use a small amount of Cajun seasoning, and we're going to use a small amount of black pepper. Okay, so we're only going to be using 4 seasonings: salt, Old Bay, Cajun, and black pepper. This combination of seasonings really bring out a great flavor in your fried shrimp. These are the only 4 seasonings that I use when making fried shrimp. Okay, we don't use that much Cajun seasoning and black pepper because Cajun is spicy and black pepper is kind of spicy, and together, volcanic explosion. And you don't want to ruin the shrimp. You want to be able to taste the shrimp. You don't want it to be too spicy. But if you like spicy food, you can use more Cajun seasoning and customize this recipe however you like. You're going to massage the seasonings in really well, as I am doing there. And just look at how well seasoned those shrimp are. Here's what else you're going to need. You're going to need all-purpose flour. You're going to need plain Italian breadcrumbs. I'm not going to be using panko breadcrumbs for this shrimp recipe. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get a small bowl and we're going to beat up our eggs. Okay, so I have 2 large size eggs here. Make sure you have 2 large size eggs. Okay, and we're going to beat our eggs up. Make sure you beat the eggs up for about 45 seconds. Okay, and the eggs obviously are going to be our gluing agent that is going to help the breadcrumbs stick better. This is a wash, so we're going to add a little whole milk. Okay, make sure it's whole milk that you're adding. So now we're going to get ready to coat our shrimp. What you're going to do first is you're going to coat your seasoned shrimp in the all-purpose flour. Make sure it's well coated. Shake off the excess flour. Then you're going to dip it into the egg wash. This part is really important. Make sure that it is fully coated in the egg wash because, as I said, the egg wash is the gluing agent that's going to help the breadcrumbs stick better. Then you're going to drop it into the breadcrumbs. Make sure that you kind of press the breadcrumbs up against the shrimp to help it stick better. Like that right there. And then you are going to sit your shrimp aside. And the reason that you're going to sit them aside is because you want the coating to kind of settle into the shrimp. Now, what you can do, you can place these in the freezer. You don't have to eat them at the moment. You can cook them whenever you want. All right. But because I'm doing a video, we're going to get ready to cook these bad boys. We have to make sure that our oil is really hot though. So while these are sitting and we're allowing the coating to settle, what you're going to do is you're going to get a pot. You're going to fill it up with oil. And I'm using old oil here that I previously used to make some fried chicken. We're going to use old oil and we're going to place it over high heat. High heat. You're going to let it preheat for about 7 to 9 minutes, as I always tell you guys. And then you're going to add your shrimp. And you're only going to add about, I'd say 6 to 7 shrimp at a time. We're not going to be frying these bad boys long at all. We just want to make sure that they're nice and crispy. Okay. Now, these are deveined shrimp. These shrimp have already been deveined, but they are uncooked shrimp. Do not buy shrimp that are already cooked. Remember, I did a fried shrimp video on my previous channel, and people were asking me if they could buy shrimp that had already been cooked. No, because it's already cooked shrimp, and then if you cook it again, it's just going to result in really rubbery, tasteless shrimp, and we don't want that. So get shrimp that are big and jumbo, because they will shrink down to this size here. So make sure that your shrimp are colossal shrimp or really big jumbo size shrimp, because when you put anything to heat, it's going to shrink it a bit, okay? And if you get shrimp that are already small, they're going to be very miniature after you get done frying them. And we don't fry these for long. We only fry these for about 2 minutes, guys. It don't take long at all. 2 minutes tops. But I recommend that you only fry them for about 1.5 minutes to be exact. All right? But no, do not get already cooked shrimp. And do not get small side shrimp, because they're already going to shrink up a bit. All right? So I just want to let you guys know that. But look at those shrimp. They are nice and crispy. And some people like to bake that shrimp after they coat it. They just bake it. But I don't like to bake my shrimp, just like I don't like to bake my mozzarella sticks. I like them to be a little greasy. Okay? So, yeah. I'm going to be frying my shrimp. And as you can see there, guys, let me tell you, this recipe was off the chain. Now, I've made shrimp many times before, but with the addition of the Old Bay and Cajun seasoning, it really brings out the flavor in shrimp, and it enhances that seafood flavor. That's why I love to use Old Bay seasoning on any seafood that I make. I don't care if it's seafood salad, seafood, anything. You got to use the Old Bay. It really has a way of enhancing seafood flavor, okay? But these shrimp are absolutely amazing. They're delicious. And what I did was I ate these and I bagged the rest up in a Ziploc bag. And then when I decided to warm them up, I warmed them up in an oven to get them even crispier. And they were delicious. Guys, give this recipe a shot. You are going to love this fried shrimp recipe. Like I said, the seasonings that I use really result in a delicious flavor. This is better than the fried shrimp from the restaurant and from the Chinese store. You don't got to go to the Chinese store and buy no fried shrimp. You can make it like Philly Boy J tell you to, right at home. Now we're going to make some cocktail sauce with ketchup and sriracha. Do not eat sriracha by itself. Unless you are somebody that love very spicy food, do not eat sriracha by itself. It will burn your tongue off. As you can see, I use some ketchup to balance out the flavor, and that is a really good sauce there. Simply mixing together ketchup and sriracha. Delicious. Guys, give this recipe a shot. You are going to love it. These were really amazing, and I'm so excited to show you guys this recipe. For the full details, visit my website at PhillyJCooking.com. This will be in the appetizer section.